Winning. The thrill of victory and avoiding the agony of defeat begins by building a strong foundation. Create a mindset that helps you overcome obstacles and allows you to achieve greatness. This is Don Guyman for the win.
This is Don Guyman for the win. The great Aretha Franklin was known for her signature song, Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. We deserve respect. First and foremost, we need to give respect. I've talked many times about the golden rule, and we can only expect others to treat us as we treat them. Should we be respectful of those that we work with? Respectful of their time, respectful of their talents, respectful of their opinions. One of the things in life nowadays is we have a lot of toxicity around us. It seems that few people respect each other. For example, I recently posted something very positive on social media about someone that I really respected. Immediately, the naysayers of negativity came in to make sure they let me know that they disagreed with what I'd shared. Wasn't really appreciated, didn't add any value, wasn't going to change my opinion, but I could tell they didn't respect me. The funny thing is, I think they really think I respect them. And I really don't, because once again, why should you respect someone who doesn't respect you? I can think of some situations in my work life when I didn't get the respect I deserved. I can think of when my first year out of college, when I was working for a retail store, there was someone who wasn't my direct boss, but had a connected dot relationship to me, but came in and something hadn't been done to his satisfaction. Now, I was not responsible for it. It was a decision that my boss had made. My boss was not there that day. So this person decided to unload on me. Multiple times the F word was used. I really wish in that situation, but I was only 24 years old, that I simply would have walked out. I can think of another time when I had gone to visit a store and talked to someone about some plans that were going to be carried out. Now, this individual was not happy with them. And keep in mind, they weren't my plans. I was just given them. I'm just going to carry out what I had been given to do. And I remember this person sitting there telling me how dumb we were and everything wrong with it. Instead of having a meeting about how we could work together and get the plan accomplished, nothing was accomplished. I realized that person had respect for me. I can think of some time just recently when I was meeting with the leader. And we had a time set aside to meet. And during this time, the person took a phone call. Then, because we didn't have time to finish, went to another meeting, came back, focused on something else other than what we were supposed to be talking about, said, oh, I needed to go, came back, and it actually changed his shirt. And what turned out to be a 10-minute, could have been about a 10-minute conversation, was 2.5 hours. Late on a Friday afternoon when most of my peers had already taken off. It's about respect. We need to ensure that those around us give us the respect we deserve. If we're in a relationship and the individual we're dating or married to isn't being nice and kind to us, we need to really analyze. All too often, I hear stories about people who are in a relationship and they're dating. And they're told, you know what? I'll never say I love you. I won't open the door for you. And people stay in it, these relationships, when they're dating, and somehow think these are going to change when they get married. But a bad relationship in dating turns out to a bad marriage and often turns into divorce. All because we don't give respect, and most importantly, demand respect. In our lives, if we respect and demand respect, how much different our lives would be. I think back to that situation when I was a 24-year-old young man, a new leader, being told off. Instead of having a conversation and just saying, let's how we can work this out, nothing was accomplished. Or when I'd made a trip, the trip I talked about before, which involved about a plane flight, one day, a lot of expense to the company. Just think if we were able to have actually had a good discussion. Or when the individual is providing feedback to me, respectful of my time. Because once again, we treat others as they treat us. So I would always expect that, hope that we would demand respect from those we work with, those we have relationships with. Because if there is no respect, there is no real relationship. Where there is no respect, there's toxicity. So I would ask that you keep the words of Aretha Franklin in mind. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. Respect should mean a lot to us, and we should demand it, and we should give it to those we work with. This has been Don Guyman for The Win.